Hi, how's it going? Today I will be going over all the loot that I got from doing over 1,108 Revenant Tier 5 bosses. I will also go over what gear I actually ended up using for the grind, and at the very end I'll be answering the question of if this is actually worth to do and worth to spend your coins on. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. Before we go any further into the video, I just wanted to mention that we are on the road to 30,000 subscribers and YouTube rank. Even if we were only 3% of the way there, we'll get there eventually. It would still mean the world to me if you could consider subscribing and liking the video to help boost it in the algorithm. Thanks. The gear I used was 3/4 Reaper armor and the Warden helmet. All reforged to ancient, although mine isn't completely maxed out, it doesn't get much better than this. In terms of a weapon, I used an Emerald Blade, reforged to Fabled with One for All on it. Now, I know the Axe to the Shredded is a much better weapon for doing Revenant Tier 5 bosses, but I didn't really feel like spending 80 million on a weapon I would literally only use for one thing in this game, so the Emerald Blade worked just fine. Now we get to move on to the best part, the loot. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, but I actually did get pretty lucky with this grind. In this chest are the main drops that actually matter. I ended up getting 2 epic ghoul pets, 1 legendary ghoul pet, 6 scythe blades, each of which sell for around 3 million coins, 6 shards of the shredded, which go for around 12 to 13 million coins, 2 smite 7 books that go for 3 million coins, and everything else in this chest is essentially worthless. I also got 456 pieces of foul flesh, which sells altogether for around 11 million coins. In addition, I also got 157 pieces of Revenant Viscera, which sells for around 7 million coins. And the rest of this stuff is worthless. Now, if I were to sell all the drops right now, we would make around 113 million coins. Subtracting the 53.2 million coins we actually spent on the bosses, that leaves us with 59.8 million coins in cold hard profits. That means that on average, we more than doubled our money for each Revenant boss that we did, which is pretty ridiculous considering Revenants have a reputation for burning through your money. But that isn't even getting into the amount of combat XP we earned, which is the main reason people do Revenants in the first place. I estimate that I earned around 10 to 14 million combat XP. The reason the range is so big for that is that me being the absolute galaxy brain individual I am, I forgot to correctly mark down the amount of combat XP I had when I began the experiment, so take that number with a grain of salt. Now for the big question. Is this actually worth spending your time on and worth spending your coins on in Skyblock? And the answer to that question is yes. I do think this is a fantastic way of earning combat XP. I know it has the reputation of losing you coins, but I promise you, you should more than likely at least make your money back. And the massive amount of combat XP you get makes this completely worth it. Ever since they pretty much killed Sorrow grinding with the strength nerf, I've been looking for a good way to get combat XP, and I think this is the way I'm gonna do it. The only catch is that you should do this when Aerox is Mayor, preferably with all 3 of his perks, as that gives you the most value for the revenants. And if you don't do it during Aerox, I can't say that you'll make your money back. If this video helped you out, or if it was entertaining in any way, consider dropping a like and subscribing. It really helps me out. More support equals more motivation equals more content, so everyone wins. And I'll stop begging for subscribers now. Bye!